I made a pocket. I used, cut out one of the posters with the juggler bear and the line. It says "Come join the circus," and I stubbed the corners. So if you cut it out just about right, it's about 3 1/4 by 3 3/8. Stubbed the corners and inked it. And to make a pocket without any hinge, you use glue on the left side or the right, depending on which way you want the pocket to be, and along the bottom, and let it dry. I made a photo mat that's about 4 inch by 3 3/8 and matted it, and this slides in here. This photo booth is in your ephemera pack. It has the little opening for a photo. I matted it on some of the striped paper so that it would have the paper on the back, but I did not mat. I mean, you leave this part open so that you don't glue the top. You can slide a photo in or you can glue a photo in. Then I glued it so that it sticks over the edge, and so you have the back over here. And then when you flip this, move this over here. You flip this, I matted just on the left side this square of star paper that's 3 inch by 3, inked it and glued it just on the left. Let me see if I glued it on the bottom any or not. No, it's not glued on the bottom, so just here on the left side, and that way I can slide this photo mat in here, or as many as I need. This little photo mat is 3 1/2 by 3. It slides in here. The balloon from the ephemera, I just put glue on the bottom part here. It lays here. You can still slide stuff in and out, and this flips over like that. This pocket, I just simply matted it and then added this You're Kind of a Big Deal pink elephant. I inked the edges of this elephant that's in the ephemera pack and just glued that on. At this point, I haven't made anything yet for this pocket, but I will be doing that and share it with you. This page I think will leave solid paper, and then it comes to this page where we've already made our magnet. We just made it. On the inside, if you flip it open, this was a piece, a Halloween decoration piece. It had the black and it had the pumpkins and stuff lined up, and I've had it for years. I had never used it, so I like the glitter look here with the zigzag. Kind of reminds me of a magic mirror or something in a circus. So I pulled the pumpkins off and I matted down this piece of paper. This is something that will not be in your kit, but it gives you an idea of what to do. You could cut this with some of your punches, maybe on your silhouette or Cricut, and then you could add glitter, let it dry, and then put it in here and method. It is on foam dots, so it kind of has a little raised look. And I did make it onto a pocket in here. This green stars cuts out at 5 1/4, score 1/2 inch on each side, glue the bottom edge, attach this with score tape, and you have a pocket here. So I haven't cut a mat for this yet. I may just leave it this way where you can add some loose photos or whatever you wanted to in this pocket. And this folds down. And then this. Now this is a belly band. The green stars is just a scrap strip of the paper that's about 1/2 inch wide. I cut it the length at about 4 3/4, scored it on each end so that I would have a little bit of a lip here, a little hinge, and attached it down. So this is open, and I'm going to create a photo mat for that. And then this flower. This does not come in your kit, but it's easy to make these. I will share where I got the flower. I bought it at Michael's. It's in the Halloween department. I've got this orange one too that I'm going to use in a different circus wagon project for $1.99 in the US, $2.79 in Canada. It's a Celebrate It floral clip. And I took the hair clip off. I just rip it off or cut it off. Probably cut it off like that. Don't need that super thick clip in there. Actually, I just pulled it off. I pulled the whole back off, the plastic back, tossed that. Now this makes the flowers come loose like this, see? So if you want it really big, you can, or if you want to make it smaller like I did. And you can leave this plastic rhinestone in the center with all the sparklies. I left the sparklies. I took the plastic black rhinestone out, and I took a bit of rose trim that I had in this kind of orangey salmon color. So this is what it looks like. I may cut off a little bit of this and put it in your kit for you. Really all I did was just take a little bit of it. You could use it in different ways in here if you wanted to. That's kind of cute. And I just did it like this to make a center for the flower, and then I glued it all together, and I glued it in, and then I used a amber brad. This is a brad. You could just use a rhinestone if you wanted to. So I'm going to set this aside because I may cut some of that up if I have enough to go in some of the kits. When I throw in extra little doodads like this into kits, I don't figure in the cost for that. This is just something that I'm going to throw in because I have extras of it. So it's kind of like a bonus for you. And I thank you for purchasing my kits. So that's how I did that. And then I attached that flower to a square piece of cardstock, glued it on there, and then glued the center of the cardstock onto the belly band. So there's going to be a belly band there underneath. I mean, not a belly band, but a photo mat or booklet under that. And then we flip over to the last page. And I had a lot of fun with this one. I'll prop this up so you can see it. I made this little performer's belt. And in your kit, you will get the rhinestones and the belt buckle to make your own. And I'm going to show you how I did it. In addition to that, this is a booklet that I cut out of cardstock. It measures 8 and an eighth for some reason, and then I scored it and folded it in half, and it is 4 inches tall, wide, and then I matted it on one side with some of the green star paper, added the prizes sign from the ephemera and the performing seal, and then for the little bear, juggling bear, I attached it with a wobbler. I'm going to put a wobbler in each of the kits so that you can do the same thing. And then with the crystal lacquer, I made each ball shiny, and then the whole piece of this one. And so what this does, this little belt doesn't, well, you could undo it, but I'm not going to, is a belly band. So it's attached, it's scored and attached at the top and the bottom. So you cut a strip of paper that is about 5 1/4 long, and it is just a 1/2 inch wide, and then you thread it through the, let me find mine. This comes with a brad, so you attach that with the brad, you fold the end, so you make it a little bit longer to give it some strength. So instead of, what did I say, with that 5 1/8. You're going to have to make it a little extra longer so that you can do this. This is done with just the angle of my scissors, and that's folded over also. You know, I may go ahead and cut out one and show you how to do that. But it makes a really cute little piece. It has this loose look to it because it is a belt that's not attached. And then I did a mat with this banner paper here, and this little booklet just slides in there, and the little bear that's on the wobbler kind of holds it there in place. So it's just like that. So I'm going to turn the video off. I don't know how long it has gotten. Way too long, so I'll have to split it up some. And then I'll show you how to do that belly band, how to make your little belt. Be right back.